Ghana president bans Nigerians from owning a retail shop. Ghana President Akufo-Addo has supported the law banning foreigners from running a retail shop in Ghana. He was quoted as saying Ghana Union of Traders Association was right in banning foreigners from Wana markets. He said this is in a local media chat. You could recall that the trade war between Nigeria and Ghana has been on. The Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, has shut down Nigerian-owned businesses, and Ghanaian officials went as far as closing almost 70 businesses belonging to Nigerians on November 11, 2019. Most of the businesses were based in the capital, Accra. The national president of the Nigerian Union of Traders Association in Ghana, N1G, N1G, recommended members of the association close their shops to avoid the potential destruction of their businesses and goods. So guys, we can really recall why this whole thing is really happening because of the border closure, and the Ghanaians have been really asking and pleading that the Nigerian government should open that border. And since they couldn't open that border, it's just a kind of a payback, a reprisal, that if you do me, I do you. God know the verse. That is what this whole thing is all about. Some people have argued from one quarter that the closure of the border is a welcome development, and some people have said no, it is not really a welcome development because the disadvantages are more than the advantages, and a lot of reprisal actions have been taking place from other countries, and now Ghana is taking this action because of this whole thing. And we could record that this Ghana Union of Traders Association, they've been begging the federal government of Nigeria to open the border so that they themselves, their goods can come in. But Nigerian government refused, and I think as a result of that, they just have to face or use it back, or to face the Nigerian people in their country back with all of these things, because this is exactly what South Africa people did as well. They said they want bigger companies that will be coming to their country, just the way they have bigger companies in Nigeria as well. And that was why they said, oh, Nigerians were taking their jobs and all of that. And people came to argue that, which job are you talking about? These guys are just individuals who have their business all over the place in the streets of South Africa. Then why are you saying they are taking your jobs? Because it's not government's job. And it was when our president now went to South Africa, I don't know the kind of deal they entered, and they said they want the same way there are bigger companies and all of that coming to Nigeria, because Nigerians are gaining more compared to just individuals. In their opinion, they see that there are no big companies from Nigeria that are coming to South Africa to establish just the way they themselves are establishing. So they just believe that Nigerians have more advantage compared to their own people. And exactly that is what is happening, playing out in Ghana also. Whether because of the border closure, that was when they now get to know that, oh, every small foreigners owning small shops in their country. I don't know whether it is part of the law or because of this border closure, they are now bringing it into limelight. I see no reason why there is this back and forth and this fracas, because definitely at government level it's not going to affect, but it's going to affect the people, the citizens of both countries. And I'm sure, and I think that the government should look into all of these things, because at the end of the day, the long run effect is not going to be too palatable. They will not be bothered because their families are not into all these small and menial jobs. The next thing they will tell you, come back to your country. Is that how we're going to be playing this the relationship between those countries? I don't think it's really going to favor anyone at the end of the day. They should just do the needful. That is just my own opinion, and a lot of people are not really happy with all of this. There was a time we saw videos going around on internet that Ghanaians are really on Nigerian people who are into business, and they're just closing their shops and burning and all of that. There was a fight that really came up as a result of that. So they just have to do something. We don't know what they have to do to bring everything into normalcy. The Nigerian government is saying the neighboring countries, they have not done what they ought to to do until they do that before they will open the border closure. And their excuse is that a lot of goods that are not supposed to come into the country, they are finding their ways into the country. But the problem is that what about the security people, the custom people who are supposed to man the borders? What have they been doing? That means they failed in their responsibility, because if those people are there and they didn't do their job, and you see find out that some goods are entering into the country, then they should be fired. That is where they need to really start from. That is just my opinion. And someone is saying, oh, he would like the song of N1G to be played. He said, please play me N1G's song. He said, if you push me, I push you. If you punch me, I go punch you. If you do me, I go do you. Man, that guy was clairvoyant when he released that song. So I played that song for Nigerians in Ghana. Your Baba in Nigeria started the song, and that's what this person is saying. You know, do me, I do you. And meaning God, you know the verse. That is the street language. That's what the people always talk about. Someone say opening borders for Fulani Esme, visa on arrival. Lousy government. Ordinary Ghana. Somebody say ordinary Ghana. What an insult. Someone say if ordinary Ghana can be threatening Nigeria of not allowing our citizens carry out a retail trade, then we are in problem. I have been to Ghana, and what I have seen there, Ghana cannot match Nigeria in all areas. When they are and why are they not threatening us? Nigeria should not open the border if that is the reason why they are hostile with our citizens over there. The border should be closed permanently. That is someone's opinion. Someone says Ghana will suffer if we start hitting them. Their president must be a woman, or woman is behind this motion. Wow. I will not blame Ghana, but Nigeria myopic government. This is what Nigeria government has reduced Nigerians to. The level of hardship pushed Nigerians to a neighboring country. What a shame. We will face the same in all over Africa because of this ignorant president of Buhari, and most victims are Igbo. Every African country now push Nigerian people in their own country because of Nigerian closing their border. Let them kill all Nigeria in their country. Our borders will still remain closed. But there are so many foreigners owning retail shop in Nigeria, doing their business without harassment. Ghana is not ordinary. Please, Ghana is more organized than Nigeria. Check out. Someone says, I think I have a different opinion of view on this. If only we can relate with the flow of things. Our elders say cutting head off is not the solution for headache. If we all support our nation by investing, creating jobs, we can help our nation. The population of unemployment is high. Government alone can't resolve that, but we citizens have to create more jobs. All the money our people using to invest in another country, if they invest it here, like 5 families will be saved from unemployment. But we believe going to other country is the solution. Then when the country turn back on us, burn Nigerian shops, we will be shouting like Poppy. But we fail to think the right way. Whites always protest in mass and die, but what do? Nothing. We just sit down and look. But we know ready to fight, but we're ready to win. That is somebody's explanation, that people should just stop going outside the country. You just stay back in your country and, do the needful instead of all this embarrassment. But the question you are going to ask yourself, the ones who are in Nigeria now, are they really smiling? That is the question, because I still believe that the numbers of Nigeria, the population of Nigerians that are in Nigeria are still more than the ones going outside Nigeria. So you've just going to take the percentage, and that is just the way it is. So the ones that are in Nigeria in their millions, are they really smiling? We have a lot of them who are into petty jobs, even who have bigger companies, bigger investments here and there in Nigeria. They are still complaining. Everyone is still complaining. A lot of people are even just managing. They are just even trying to, so that it won't be as if they are not doing anything. Go and ask them what is their return at the end of the day. Nothing. Everybody will still just be, money no day. But people will be asking, but you are into business, so forget about it. So that we will not just sit down. I do. That's why we are just going there. Anytime we see anything, fine. But You know, they will just tell you at all, now you bad pass. Majority of them are not smiling. Even the ones with, you know, bigger companies, they are not smiling because of the way things are. That is just the truth. A lot of people have invested in business, and at the end of the day, they couldn't even get anything out of the whole thing. Everything will just go down the drain. No gain, nothing. A lot of people, their capital has gone into it. Some people are not making enough profits. If really things are okay, and that is what I believe, if things are working well, you don't need anybody to tell you whether to leave your home or to leave your country. You will be there because you just like, what do I need to go and do in another man's country where my country is even better? By default, you will not want to go. So when people start blaming people who are always on their move, they just want to explore, to go to other countries, to go to other places and see what is happening. You don't blame them, because you can't just sit down in a place and be complaining. Like I said, a lot of people who are doing business in Nigeria, they are complaining too, because of the policy on ground, because of infrastructural decay, because of electricity. Most importantly, people are complaining. So if our government, if they can't even do the right thing, it is going to be hard for the people to be able to scale through. That is just the way it is. Everybody should look at this whole thing holistically. The government should do the needful. The neighboring countries should do the needful as well. But one thing about this border closure is that the disadvantages, are more compared to the advantages. Of course, the little advantages, that is what the government is just talking about every day. But they don't care to look at the disadvantages and all of that. So that is just my opinion. But blaming people for going outside the country, that is not the way to go. You can't be blaming people, because people who are in the country too are complaining. They are not finding things easy. They are finding things difficult. So the ones who have that boldness, who have that courage to move out, they still move out. But at the end of the day, you still move out. The policy, in the country is still affecting them where they are. So that is why the whole thing is really compounded. That's just my own opinion. Someone says Nigeria knows that those shops belong to the Igbos. That way they keep silence. Nigeria must not open our borders. Send all Nigerians back home. This man. Someone say, what is important for Ghana? Let them leave Nigerians. After all, they are all here too. Let them go. Only Lagos pass Ghana. Only Lagos pass Ghana. That's what somebody is saying. Send all Nigerians back. What are they afraid of? It is a very big shame for Ghana to do such to Nigerians living in Ghana. So, guys, what do you think about this new developments, that our people are facing in Ghana? A lot of people still believe that it was because of the border closure that Nigerian government has refused to open. So they feel that the way they can get back at us is by doing what they are doing. So what do you really think? Do you think Ghana president or the Ghana government, they've done the right thing, or they have not done the right thing? Leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much.